Hi, I'm Jill and I'm one of the work coaches in the Employment Advice and Guidance team at Lancashire Women. So I hope you're all keeping well and staying safe in these very, very challenging times. So my role over the past few weeks has been to stay in contact with the ladies that I'm supporting to take one step closer to the labour market. Now this varies from lady to lady, but with things being a little different at this current moment in time, what I am saying to ladies is why don't we use this opportunity to make sure that you've got a CV that is fit for purpose, and when everything does get back to a little bit of normality, you are ready then to apply for jobs should that be what you want to do. So I just thought I'd put this little video together just to explain how you should be writing a CV. Okay, so there's many templates online, or you can get in touch with Lancashire Women and we can send you a template as well. So first of all, you've got your name and your contact details. You then have a personal statement, which is an opportunity to really sell yourself. So these are the first impressions that you would get, that you would give to an employer. So keep it short, keep it concise, make it powerful. This is your opportunity to add your own unique selling points. So what makes you different from everybody else? What makes you stand out? Why should they read the rest of your CV? Now I do see a lot of CVs that start off, I'm hardworking, reliable and trustworthy. Now everybody can say that. So what we're needing in that personal statement is something to make you stand out, so they'll think, yeah, I'll read that CV in full later. Okay, so how to write your personal statement from scratch. So you need to keep it quite short and concise. You need to make it relevant to the job that you're applying for, and you need to give it some real world examples as well. Okay, so what I would advise you to do is to take some of the keywords from the job specification and put those into your personal statement. So when an employer is sifting through hundreds and hundreds of CVs, they can read that personal statement, they can see that you're hitting most of the key points that they've put in their job description, and you're more likely to get put onto a yes pile. I'll read that one later. On average, an employer will skim your CV in 5 seconds. So you really have to make it as powerful as you can, but without being over the top and giving an impression of arrogance or anything like that. Okay, so this is your opportunity for you to get noticed, for you to stand out, and for you to hopefully get put onto that shortlisted pile. Okay, so to summarise, an ideal statement should have an example of personal qualities, your skills and your experience. Your personal profile should probably be between 50 and 80 words, 6 lines, something like that. And depending again on what level of job you're going for, stick to the same person that you're writing it in. So I would normally write in the third person. I wouldn't say I have this, I have that skill, I have this. I would just put so many years experience in, skills in, rather than putting I. Okay, so the whole length of your CV should be no longer than 2 sides of A4 pages as well. So obviously you need to put everything else in. You haven't got masses and masses of room for a personal statement. Okay, so also in your personal statement, if you want a career change and feel that you have the necessary skills to take on something new, then you can also mention that in your CV by saying something like, now looking for a new and challenging role within blah blah blah, one which will make the best use of my existing skills whilst providing me with opportunity for further professional development. Okay, so quite often we do recommend that you write your personal statement after you've put your skills and achievements onto your CV, your experience and your education, because sometimes a lot of the points that you want to make can be duplicated into your personal statement. Alright, so following on from your personal statement, you then need to be listing your skills and achievements. Again, link them to the jobs that you are applying for. So if you've got a wealth of experience on, designing web pages, and you're then applying for a job in retail, you know, you need to think of how they are transferable into the new area of work. Yeah, so a lot of jobs that we do, a lot of the skills that we have. So, say for example, being a mum, I know for definite that there's at least, well, there's probably hundreds, but there's 17 skills that we gain from being a mum that are transferable into the workplace. So, for example, organisational skills, budgeting, crisis management, conflict resolution. Mom, he's done this, he's hit me. You know, all these skills, even though you've learned them in a different environment, are transferable into a workplace. So again, we need to think about those skills. And you know, I hear it a lot. I don't have any skills like that. But actually, when we get down to the nitty gritty of it, you know, they've got an abundance of skills as well. So it's just sometimes you just need to sit down and have a think about it, about what you can do. And the fact that you've got a willingness to learn and to develop again, because we can't all be expected to just walk into a workplace and know everything. As long as you can show that you've got that willingness and that you are flexible and that you can work as part of a team or independently, then they're all really positives as well to put onto your CV. So we need to be using some powerful verbs there as well. So it could be that you're self-motivated, you're creative, you're adaptable, you've got an eye for detail. So think about all, you know, your personal qualities that you've got and your skills. So you might have management skills, communication skills, problem-solving skills or design skills, and make sure that you put your experience in there as well. All right, so underneath your skills and achievements, we would then go into your work experience. We generally say don't go back beyond 10 years ago. Now, obviously, if you've been bringing up a family and it was 15 years ago the last time that you worked, then obviously do include it into your CV. Okay, but if you've had lots and lots and lots of jobs, then go back probably 10 years and then just put a very brief as what you were doing before that. Again, when you're writing your work experience, think about what they're looking for in the new job description. And if you can, and you have got those skills and that experience, focus on them and make sure that they're highlighted in your work experience. So you start from the most recent employment, and then you work your way down your CV with the oldest job at the bottom. From then, we do your qualifications. So lots and lots of adults now are going back into education to get the functional skills in maths and English. So you put your most recent qualifications that you might have done on a distance learning course, or you know, with like adult learning with a college. And then you go back to your high school qualifications. They may not be necessary to put on your high school, depending on what level of job you are applying for. Okay, so again, if you didn't gain any qualifications from school, you know, you can put on that you've, you know, attended school and achieved, you know, a basic level. Okay, and then if you want, you can put your interests. Now, it's not expected that you put this on, but sometimes it just gives the person that's reading your CV a little bit of an inside view as to what you like as a person, what you enjoy doing. And when these are discussed in an interview, you can actually see the person sit and relax and smile. You know, so sometimes it's good to put your interests. Again, it depends on what level of job you're going for. If it's a higher job, then you would only put something that was relevant to the position that you're applying for. And then the references, it's perfectly acceptable just to put available upon request. What I would say is, prior to giving anybody's name and address for a reference, is to make contact with them beforehand, just to make sure that they're happy with this. If you haven't worked for many, many, many years and the people that could have given you a reference aren't employed there anymore, or the business has folded, a character reference may well be acceptable, where they can say that you are reliable, that you are friendly and approachable, that they can trust you and things like that, because those are all the things that they would expect an employer to say as well. Okay, so when I've been researching over these past few weeks, with things being very, very different, I thought I'd just have a quick look and see what kind of job opportunities are out there. So we've all heard of opportunities on farms to pick fruit and vegetables. We've all heard that the big supermarkets are looking for additional staff to work in the stores and in distribution and driving. But I was really surprised to find out some of the other companies that were still looking for new employers. So Boots have got some temporary roles in the warehouse and operatives. There's lots and lots of care jobs out there at this moment in time. The NHS are looking for receptionists, cleaners, administrators. The Royal Mail are looking for people to work in the sorting office, customer service, the technical and engineering roles. The Ministry of Defence are looking for security officers. Capita are looking for call handlers. Aldi are advertising at the moment for 5,000 temporary positions, and then another 4,000 are going to be permanent. And these are going to be in the stores and in the distribution centres. Iceland drivers, warehouse operatives, so there are many jobs out there. Active Lancashire looking for a temporary fitness instructor, so please don't think that because of what is happening there aren't any jobs out there, because there's lots and lots. And while we do have this time on our hands, it is really worth investing in ourselves, taking an afternoon, 2 afternoons, and trying to get your CV up to date and fit for purpose. It breaks my heart when I hear people saying to me, I've sent off 100 CVs and I've not had one reply. And if that is the case with yourself, then obviously there's something not working on your CV. So at Lancashire Women, we've got a full employment advice and guidance team. We're working full time. So if you do want some support with regards to this, you can either give us a call on 0300 330 1354, or you can do the online referral form on our website, which is lancashirewomen.org. Okay, so I hope you found this helpful. If you do need more support, or if you need any other kind of support with regards to getting back into work, then please do get in touch. Thank you.